Yeah, so reverse inquiry. Also, before I encountered the term reverse inquiry, which is it's a tool from KI, from Scott Killaby. Actually, I found the same tool in Hakomi, and it struck me because they didn't know each other. They didn't know of each other. So it was interesting and mysterious. In the KI, the tool is used much more, and it's kind of used a lot for many purposes. However, it was used in Hakomi. So the way it was used in Hakomi is kind of like that, and it's the same way we do it in a KI. Also, the purpose of this tool is to evoke unconscious material, which is there, but it's not on the surface. So the purpose of the thing is to evoke to the surface our deficiency identities, so it comes up more crisp. We can't witness something or process something if it's hidden. So the purpose of the reverse inquiry, or in Hakomi they call it a probe, was to actually probe. It's almost like in these modern cars. If you have a newer car and there's something goes wrong with the car, and then you have this sign, you have this light, and then you go to a dealership, and then the dealer, now they are just hooking up a certain computer, and then is going to check the system and is going to show the corrupt codes. Yeah, so reverse inquiry is a way to show you and bring up to the surface the corrupt codes. So I'll give an example. In Hakomi, it was more like that the facilitator will do this to the client. In KI, is that the client does this to himself, but it's the very same principle. And it's useful to do both. So I'll explain to you a little bit how it goes. So the traditional way of the probe is like that. Let's say I have someone, but the same that I can do it on myself. Yeah, but it's easier. So I work with someone, and then the idea is that I see that they are struggling with something, but I'm not sure what's their core wound. I'm not sure what's their core limiting belief. I'm not sure. So this method is to help me and the person to let it come more crisp. Yeah, so it's like that. Basically you have the person, or say, hey, do you want to do a little experiment? Like, yeah, okay. So how about close your eyes and just take a little bit of time to be aware, watch your breath, and then just being here present, noticing. So you get yourself in a more conscious, mindful state. Yeah, more like in witnessing. Then I will say, all right, I am going to say something to you, and you simply hear this. And don't believe it. Don't think about what I'm saying. Just notice whatever is evoked in your within as you hear these words. Yeah? It's like, you drop something, a probe in a deep well. You drop something and it falls. And then there are some ripples. So I instruct the person like, hey, could you just hear these words and notice whatever may come up for you? So it's not about thinking about it. You are noticing what comes up for you. So you're just witnessing what comes up. What may come up is one of these things. It's either a thought comes like, no. It comes as a thought arises. Or it could be an image, a memory, or it could be a feeling or a bodily sensation. because that's the only thing we got basically inside. There is like a memory, an image, a voice, a thought, a sensation, feeling. Yeah. So I instruct the person very clearly. So it's not, don't believe me. Also, what I'm going to say, it will sound like a positive affirmation. It will sound like a good thing I'm going to say, but I'm not saying it's like, oh, you know, it's a positive affirmation to make you feel good. So for instance, I'll give an example. So I'll say, okay, so you stay very present like this. And the same applies in KI. We do it ourselves. You're staying very present, calm, quiet. And then I say to the person, or you say out loud one statement, and notice whatever may arise, and notice and observe. Don't try to analyze it. Don't change it. You're just noticing the ripples. So I'm going to say to someone, or someone is going to say this, for instance, like this. And I say to the person, hey, are you ready? They're like, okay, I'm ready. Close your eyes. So I am, or you are worthy of love and care just the way you are. You are worthy of love. How about this? We can all try it. You stay present, aware, and notice what is evoked in you as you hear these words. You are worthy of love and care just the way you are. And your job is to just notice whatever comes. It could be a thought, sensation, a feeling, or nothing at all. I'll say it again. You are lovable and good enough just the way you are. And here now, basically, the idea is that if in your system there is nothing, it's like, yeah, man, or it feels good, it feels like, or there's no response, it means that your subconscious believes that. It means that it's like, yeah. However, if you have any reaction, any tension, any resist, any unpleasantness, tightness, burning, or some thought like, yeah, right, no, you're not, or a memory of daddy shouting, or anything at all which is unpleasant, this reveals that your subconscious doesn't believe that, and actually is going to show you. This is going to show you the deficient, the ego story, yeah. So, which is very helpful for our purposes of deprogramming, because you need to have it come up, you know. So this is an accessing tool, and the idea is, and by ourselves, you know, I'll give an example, like we can do things like, I fully trust love, or I'm totally comfortable to be, I'm comfortable to be vulnerable and let a woman fully into my heart. Yeah. So here, you know, I still have stuff. There can be a contraction, a tension, sensation, a voice. So the process now is the person, like the client or oneself, is going to come, something will come up. And then the idea is to simply witness whatever comes up one at a time. Not like, yeah, no, man, because when I was 6, this or that. No, it comes like there's some contraction. Now the contraction, we need to mine what we learned before. We go there, and what does it say? No, they don't really love me or something. So once you you stir the quails, then the ideas start to witness and explore and unpack it further. And so why are we doing that? Part of the healing and the programming is to make the unconscious conscious. This plays unconsciously. Yeah. So we are trying to make the unconscious conscious by witnessing it. And also we add other tools, like there's some other things that keep that belief in place. So I just want to try, I want to try now. And I will stop the recording. So this is a very good way to get to the heart of our suffering. Usually this will bring it more, so it's a little unpleasant, because it will bring more the separate, limited, painful pain body, but that's part of the process, yeah? So it's a way to identify. And so we are not going to a big story, we are just observing. So basically how it works is that we stir it. If there is a thought, then we just witness it one at a time. Like, let it be there. Like how we've done it before in the first part, like see it written. So you are not trying to argue with it or debate it or squirm. Or going to, no, because of this and that. Sometimes more thoughts will come. So we can't witness a whole story, we witness one at a time. If the thought come, no, I am lovable just the way I am. Hell no. Witness the hell no, but the no is called the proxy thought. That is more there. So if you have a no, no meaning what? I'm not lovable. People, nobody respects me. So we are trying to go with the thought underneath the no. Now, if in this inquiry, sometimes people can have thoughts. Sometimes there is no thought. It's just a tension somewhere, or burning, or not, or just sadness. So if there's a tightness or burning or something like that, we first of all allow it, welcome it, and then we mine it out. What does it say? And now it will unpack a thought. Now we witness the thought. So as there's some content coming, we are mining it. Yeah. So mining comes very handy now. So let's just, I just want to do a little bit of discovery. I don't want to go into deep stuff. It's more like checking the things. Yeah. And as I do it with her, you can all do it, follow the thing just to see what comes up for you. Yeah, just to experiment it. And as I said, there will be a video, I'll send you guys this homework where I explain in more depth the reverse inquiry and how to do it by yourself. And then after I explain it, also I have some guided process so you can play with it.